Innis Will Ministries International presents Midweek Message. Okay, family, I hate to do this, but we're going to push Revelation to like Friday, maybe Sunday. It'll be just my opinion. But for Midweek Message, it's Father's Day is coming. And Father's Day has its own different kind of grief and pain that people have to work through. And so we need to take our time and walk through Father's Day. Um, First, I want to start off like, men, I'm not here to bash you. This is not to beat men up. This is not to beat fathers down. This is this is us working our way through things, because some of you men have um father pain too, right? We Some of you men have daddy issues just like some of us women. And so we have to work our way through it. We're not going to have these issues coming into the life that we're living right now. So we have to work our way through these things, and we're going to do it together. So I don't want to think that this is about bashing men, because it's not. It's about working through our stuff, working through our feelings. And so I want to start it off with some encouraging scriptures. So men, I need you to understand that there is a chain of commands: God, Jesus, man, woman. And so in the chain of command, woman it answers to man, but man answers to Jesus. And so if the woman is to be submitted to the husband, then the husband has to be submitted to Jesus. And if you are not submitted to Jesus, then you are out of line. Men, you are the high priest of your family. And if you are not in alignment, how are you the high priest to your family? If you're not talking about Jesus with your family, which is your first ministry, how you're out of order. And so we need to get back into order. And we'll talk about that along the way. This isn't to beat you up. This isn't to beat you up. But we hear all the time about how women aren't submitted and they're out of order. And this ain't for everybody. This is for Christians. So if you're not a Christian, you can't even understand where we're going with this. But if you are a Christian, get in order. All right. So I had a bunch of scripture, but I have more scripture than time. And so I'm going to use the main ones that help me. So when things are going crazy and things are in disarray and everybody's looking to you, you have to look to Jesus. And even in the pressure, sometimes we can't even pray. And so during those times, we need our scripture to fall back on. So I write down the address, right? So you know where to go to get your scripture. And if you just get a piece of paper and just write down the address of the scripture and have it there when you need it, then it's there. Then that's what's in our heart. That's what's on our heart, and God hears us, and he loves when we speak his scripture back to him. And so in hard times, these are some of my go-tos. Not all of them, because I'm going to run out of time. But so you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And that's Philippians 4:13. And that's not just something that we say, it's something that we know. And that is a scripture written on our hearts. We know that we can do all things. Number 2, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. And if you lean not unto your own understanding, and in all your ways you acknowledge him, he will direct your path. And that's Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. So you don't need all the answers. Everybody's coming to you for the answers, but you don't need all the answers because you're not going to lean on your own understanding. And even if whatever God says doesn't make any sense, his ways are not our ways. And so you go to God with whatever is going on. And let him lead you. Let him guide you. It's not on you. It's on him. Remember the chain of command. I take, the woman takes the problem to the man. The man takes the problem to Jesus. Jesus takes the problem to the Father. That's how this works. Number 3 is, if God is for us, who can be against us? And that's Romans chapter 8:31. So when it feels like the whole world is coming against you, if God is with you, who can go against God? So when you feel like the world is against you, you call out. You call out. You remember the chain of command. You don't have to handle it. God will handle it. Number, what are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. God is your refuge and strength, and ever-present help in trouble. Everybody's looking at you. Where do you look? The buck doesn't stop with you. There's a chain of command. You use it. Be on your, oh, did I tell you that was Psalm chapter 46, verses 1 to 2. And what number? I have to renumber 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be on your guard. Stand firm in the faith. Be men of courage. Be strong. Do you know where your strength comes from? Your strength comes from where your help comes from. In your weakness, God is your strength. So when you're at the end, before you get to the end of the line, God is your strength. Okay, and the very last one is, and I'm running out of time, God causes all things to work together for good for those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. And that's Romans chapter 8, verse 28. We are all called to make disciples. We are all called to the Great Commission. God is going to work all of your past and all of your mistakes. God is going to take them and make them work to your good. Okay? So whenever everything starts crashing in on you, it's not on you. You take that up the chain of command. Okay, men? All right. Well, join us again next time when Innis Will Ministries International presents Midweek Message. Until then, bye.